Right now at 5:30, a closely watched murder trial getting underway in San Francisco today with jury selection. That jury will be tasked with determining whether Nima Momeni stabbed Bob Lee to death in a fit of anger. Prosecutors say the dispute between the defendant and the Cash App founder stemmed from the way Lee treated Momeni's sister. The defense insists Momeni was standing his ground and Lee was the aggressor. Our Lauren Tom spoke to a trial consultant about what each side will look for in a potential juror.
18 is the magic number the defense and prosecution are trying to reach as jury selection kicked off Tuesday morning. But to get to a panel of 12 unbiased jurors and 6 alternates, both sides began with a pool of 140 San Franciscans who will decide the fate of Nima Momeni.
It's going to be tough for the defense. Not impossible, but it's going to be very tough.
Jury selection is one of Julian Gilbert's specialties. As a trial consultant, he looks at every factor that could help or hurt each side.
They're not trying to select jurors, they're trying to deselect jurors.
Ahead of jury selection, one of Momeni's attorneys spoke about what they're looking for.
These are the people that make a determination of innocence or guilt. So, yeah, this is the most important part of the case. We want people that are going to be able to be fair and impartial, that are going to listen to the evidence and, follow the rules. That's all you can ask for.
Julian says defense attorneys will be looking to disqualify jurors that may relate to Bob Lee's experiences in the tech world.
Bob Lee may not have been as famous as they're building him up to be, but he was well known, I think, in that circle. And so those people may be a little bit younger. They're going to be the sort of the like I said, the Silicon Valley bros may actually be people that are good for the prosecution here because they liked Bob Lee. They're going to be more receptive to him, his lifestyle even.
And prosecutors are looking to eliminate potential jurors that may be favorable to Momeni's story.
Those who have felt accused, maybe even wrongfully accused, those who have come from a really close family, those who have had to play the role of like a big brother in the past, since I think that is an important aspect in this case.
During jury selection, where cameras are not allowed inside, a judge told potential jurors it's their ability to consider evidence that's most important. And for Julian, finding those people is the toughest job.
That can be a heavy burden to try to, find people that are going to be fair in this case.
Momeni faces between 26 years to life in prison if convicted.